All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to say call halayim, wahawad, la Yahweh, bahashem, Yahushai, bahashem, rahahakwadash. All right. In the Paleo Hebrew, call is all, halayim is praises, halal is praise, and the yam at the end makes it plural. La, two, Yahweh, the only true, powerful, and holy name of who people ignorantly refer to as God, Yahweh Shai in likewise manner. The only true, powerful, and holy name of people ignorantly refer to as Jesus. All right. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well in peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. This is the brother Yeshaya, part of Minnevala, South Carolina. And this lesson right here is going to be based off of class that we had this past weekend, yesterday, matter of fact. And one of the brothers went into Second Esdras, this seventh chapter, and a question sprung out, you know, in case we are faced with, certain perils like torture or whatnot for refusing to take the micro C hip, will we feel it? Now, that's neither here nor there because, once we get to that, predicament, whatever predicament it is, the Lord's going to put the spirit in us to do, what we need to do. And also give us the spirit to say what we need to say in that day. Okay. And, but some younger brothers like to, not spook themselves out because it's a very real reality, but kind of get in their heads, and get kind of scared and nervous. Now, that is it's not a pleasurable thing, all right, to get tortured, but at the same time, we just need to build our faith up and, do what we have to do for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And of course, these things might come, but that should be on the back burner. We need to build up our spiritual bank account. And in that day, the Lord is going to put whatever spirit needs to be on us to either endure the pain, not feeling it at all, or, spiritual power. So without further ado, I'm going to start the lesson out by going into Matthew, the 24th chapter, and going into verse 13, because we use verse 13 a lot, but I just want to dive a little bit deeper into it. All right. Matthew 24 and 13. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So that word endure means to make hard. Okay, so if you are continuing to go through the process, the refining process of getting made hard, then you are enduring, right? As a soldier of Yahushua Mashiach, right? So, hey, and that's including to the end. Okay, it says, he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. Okay, so, hey, that very well might happen, but, you have to have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, even if, I won't say squeamish, but if you're like one of those brothers that really ain't been through a lot in life, because we got brothers coming in, still in high school and stuff like that, and it might, might get nervous when we, brothers talk about, oh, we might have to do this, might have to sit under a guillotine, you know what I'm saying, and things like that. But hey, having that, building up your faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai really is going to have you prepared for everything. You don't have to contemplate, because what if you're over here on this side being scared and nervous and spooked out due to the fact that you might get tortured, and then you find yourself out of the truth when probably that wasn't even your lot, So, I ain't saying nothing bad about the brothers, but, just using this as an edifying lesson that, once building up faith first and foremost, but once that time comes, hey, it's going to be, it is what it is, man. Just pray to the Lord that you're a faithful servant, all right? You want to hear those 7 words, well done, my good and faithful servant, and not those other words, get away from me, I never knew thee, right? Hebrews 12 and 4. Here it is. Let's start at 3. This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 3. For consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against themselves, lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds. See? Verse 4. Ye have not resisted unto blood, striving against sin. All right, so there you go. Let's go to, let's read it in the NLT. After all, ye have not given your lives in your struggle against sin. Okay, so there you go, man. It's gonna come a time, all right. That time is coming where great insurrection from the true believers is gonna happen, and we're gonna get persecuted, all right. And that very well may include getting beat. The apostles took many ass whoopings and took it on the chin, man. And you gotta understand, them ass whoopings wasn't They came from a place of hatred for Yahushua. So they was actually like, it ain't no normal ass whooping, man. But the Lord put the spirit on them to be able to take it, heal their wounds, and that's what we gotta go through, man. I mean, that's what we gotta prepare our minds for, but not to get too taken away from to where it turns into fear. So yeah, hey, the scriptures have many examples, so to say, of the Lord saving his men, with his people, because the elect consist of men, women, and children, all right, out of perils, man, including physical. Now let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 20, and let's see what I wanted. I think I wanted something in here. Yeah, verse 4, Slakia. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua Mashiach 1,000 years. So there's going to be certain ones, okay, of the elect, of the 144,000, because the ones that's going to reign with Yahushua for those 1,000 years, getting the kingdom of heaven into order, okay, being the hierarchy, all right, of the government of Yahushua, of the kingdom, all right, those are all men, 144,000, 7,000 that have not bowed their knee to Baal, which is a number in the a complete number in the thousands, because 7 represents the number of completion. So there you go. So it's gonna very well, hey, it says, yeah, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded, So, hey, and torture could be a part of that, very well. Now, a guillotine is a somewhat quick death, but you still don't want. I mean, that's still like a death that's not, preferred. But if we have to, go for Yahweh Shem Yahweh, then it is what it is, man. Okay, like I'm gonna show in the book of 2 Maccabees after I get Isaiah 59. All right, this is the book Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Okay, so there's gonna come a time, all right, hey, just as when the enemy came in as a flood, all right, that first flood was the Roman Empire, okay, siege of Jerusalem, roughly 66 AD to 73 AD, those 7 years, in the book of Daniel, right? Salakia, and yeah, it's gonna happen again, okay, because the scriptures talk about in Revelation where dang, it's left me, but basically they be like madman sparing none, okay, and oh yeah, when it come down like a dragon, those draconian laws, and basically the Lord is just gonna flip a switch on them to where they're gonna be the devil that he made them to be, and they're gonna actually show their horns, so to say, or their true colors, right? They're gonna show their true hatred for Jacob in that day. So it's gonna have to the Lord's gonna have to step in on our behalf. All right, Michael's gonna have to step in, but even before that, the Lord's gonna bless certain men with spiritual power. So even though you might be under a guillotine, you might be getting tortured, or whatever situation, the Lord is gonna be there with you. All right, maybe an angel, smite the people that try to get you, or put it to where he hardens your neck, not in a good way, hardens your neck to where the guillotine or whatever apparatus breaks. I mean, it's a with the Lord, you never know. All right, so hey, you can't contemplate on it because you don't know. We don't know. With the Lord, it's many variables to a situation. All right, so we just have to KISS, keep it simple, stupid, and just build our faith up, man. All right, this is the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7. And I'm gonna start at the top. And it came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh, and were tormented with scourges and whips. So there you go. Now, this is just to not to eat swine's flesh. All right, we are gonna have to do this on a more serious level, to where we won't be have something inserted inside us to where we're basically bowing the knee to Satan, man. Basically praising and worshiping Satan in their form on the earth as a E, for ears to hear. All right. So they were tormented, but one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. And that's a powerful statement. All right, the Lord right here gave him a mouth, to where the enemy cannot gainsay nor resist. And, basically the Lord's put the words in his mouth, okay, to know what to say in that day, just as he's going to do us. All right. Then the king, being enraged, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, with being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body, and the rest of his brother and his mother looking on. Now the Lord had to put a man, hell of a spirit on these men to actually, be able to withstand this, and all the while, the scriptures didn't detail it, but I they took it like a man. Okay, even when you go into the rest of the chapter, it talks about when it gets to the mother, after she saw all of her sons die before her, all 7 sons, she stood up boldly and said boldly, okay, hey, we're gonna roughly paraphrasing, for time's sake, we rather die like the first son said than to transgress the law of our fathers. And the Lord, hey, you might kill us on this side, but the Lord, we did good in the eyes of the Lord. All right, and they knew about the Salaki, they knew about the concept of reincarnation, so they knew this wasn't their last time. But hey, to go out like that, that's a somewhat of a glorious death, because hey, you died not transgressing Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's laws, which was given to our fathers, the law, statutes, and commandments. So yeah, second Maccabees 7. I know a lot of brothers are familiar with that. I implore reading the chapter. Yeah, we went through it last night. Yeah, beautiful chapter, and just an example of our forefathers and foremothers, standing up boldly towards the enemy, and going through it, even if it was even facing certain death. All right, this is the book of Acts, chapter 7. All right, and I'm gonna go down to the point, because this is when Stephen was in the spirit, and he started rattling off the history, starting at the book of Genesis, and just went down through the history, and I'm gonna go to the end. Yep. Verse 54, when they heard these things, they were cut to the heart, and they gnashed on him with their teeth. So they were seething hot, seething mad. All right. But they were cut in the spirit. But he, being full of the Holy Spirit, looked up steadfastly into heaven and saw the glory of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai standing on the right hand of the Most High. So there you go. And just imagine that sight. You see that, man, you don't care what's happening probably in your body, you want to get up there, man. And that's what Stephen is going through. And said, behold, I see the heavens open, and the Son of Man standing on the right hand of the Most High. Then they cried out with a loud voice, and stopped their ears, and ran upon him with one accord, and cast him out of the city, and stoned him. And the witnesses laid down their clothes at a young man's feet, whose name is Saul. And they stoned Stephen, calling upon God, and saying, Lord, how shall I receive my spirit? And he kneeled down and cried with a loud voice, Lord, lay not their sin to this charge. And when he had said this, he fell asleep. So he was obviously probably not in pain, man, to be able to, his body was, his spirit was in the process of leaving his body. Okay, he was getting stoned, and that's a horrible damn punishment. Be buried basically halfway up, your waist buried, or, however they did it, and just get pelted with heavy stones until you die, man. That's a gruesome death, but hey, he stood faithful for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and I believe, through the spirit, that he didn't feel it. And that's a testimony for us, and an example for us, and also an example. Yeah, an example for us to follow and take heed to. Sirach 2 and verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is in full compassion. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. So there you go. We just got to remember these scriptures because, the time is coming. We need these scriptures inside of us. And this scripture very well might get brothers through right here, man. I know for sure it'll help me get through whatever. That's why I brought it up, right, through the Spirit in this lesson. Sirach 2 and 10. So I'm going to end it on Revelation 2 and 10, matter of fact. There it is. Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay, so we got to be faithful unto death. And this is talking about prison. And some brothers, I ain't saying prison is a badge of honor, because prison is and jail is not made for human. But you have certain brothers that really didn't even have to, that were blessed enough not to even have to go to jail or prison in their lifetimes. And this might trouble them, like, oh, I might have to go to prison in that day or jail. I never went to jail in my life. But hey, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. So whether it be prison, whether it be, like Paul said, man, what can keep us away from, I think it was in the book of Romans, the 1st chapter. What shall keep us away from the love of the Most High, man? All right. Shall peril, shall prison, shall captivity, shall anything keep us away from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? Hey, not even powers up above in heaven or beneath, whatever. However the scriptures go, basically spiritual angels can't keep us away from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai unless it be His will, and that's the mentality that we need to, take on. All right, for lack of better words, in these last days. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. And with that, I'm going to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, blessings to the Lord's elect. Shalom.